Yesterday we have seen the earth centric coordinate system and local centric coordinate system individually, and we derived the relation to find the solar radiation's energy on any flat plate collector when it is horizontally placed. Today our aim is to find the radiation's energy on tilted flat plate collector. So let us start from the previous study. Just draw the centric coordinate system. This is equatorial plane. If you remember, we have done it yesterday. Okay, this is polar coordinate. You can say this is equatorial coordinate, equatorial plane. And yesterday we have seen some angles related to this. Suppose radiations are coming like this, then yesterday we made this, the projection of this on this plane was the horizontal plane, that we can say vertical plane, equatorial plane. This angle was declination angle, and the angle between the meridian axis and the projection was the hour angle. At the last turn we have seen these two angles. Now consider any local centric coordinate system. For that purpose, this is the surface of the earth. Yesterday we have seen any flat plate placed horizontally like that. This was the normal. Okay, but today we will consider little bit tilting in the collector plate to optimize the radiation's energy collection. So now we are considering, let us redraw it. When we will redraw, then we'll find at the previously it was like that. Now it is tilted with angle beta, and once it is tilted, it was the old one. After tilting, the normal is this, and this was the angle from meridian. It was phi yesterday, phi. So that was from horizontal axis, the angle was phi. Today this angle will be beta, and this angle will be now changed as phi minus beta, because tilting is this. So this angle is beta, this is 90 minus beta, and again this will be beta because it is just shifted to with this angle. So it will be equal to this. The remaining angle from phi it was the horizontal. The remaining angle will be phi minus beta. So one term that should be clear now, the phi, that is latitude angle, is now changing phi minus beta. Now if we will plot the energy curve, then yesterday we have seen the sunrise, noon and sunset. The energy in that was like that, and we assume that this length of the time was equal to this length of the time. So it was our hour angle, and this was the energy curve. Area under this region was, yesterday it was considered as H naught. Yesterday it was indicated by hour angle during sunrise with omega SR, and it was sunset and it was considered as positive, it was considered as negative. And the second assumption was made that this angle was completely equal to this angle with negative sign. So in this way it was written yesterday, for flat plate collector placed horizontally, omega hour angle during sunset, final hour angle during sunrise, LZD hour angle. This was written yesterday. Now we are making some change here. This was for horizontally placed collector surface. Now we will consider for tilted surface. Hopefully it will be okay to all of you, there will be no problem. Just what we are taking the tilting factor, and we are increasing here with T. Now first thing that is added here is tilting factor. Yesterday the normal surface was this, normal to the flat plate horizontally placed surface was this, that was LZ. But today the normal is shifted with angle beta, and now we are collecting the solar radiations. That will not be LZ, that will be now LN. Here we are finding two things. The first is, now LZ is just written as Ln, and the phi is changed to phi minus beta. The surface is tilted with angle beta now. Now following this, we will write Ln for today. For tilting surface it will be L cos delta. There is no change in declination and hour angle, so it will be L cos delta and cos omega. The change will be reflected here in phi, that is now phi minus beta, plus L sin delta, and phi is again changing from phi to phi minus beta. So this is the change that is reflected here. Now in continuation, energy for tilting surface can be written as, it will be minus, so it will be 2 from 0 to this. So it is explained yesterday, so no need to focus, just try to follow. Now from the definition, the total area will give us the total energy. Again we will find it in kilowatt radian per unit area per day, because this is the graph for 1 day, and from here we can write the radiation energy on tilted surface can be written as 24 K solar constant by pi, and the derivation integration from 0 to sunrise for hour angle for tilted surface, and the remaining terms will be like that: cos delta, cos hour angle, and cos phi minus beta. The tilting is reflected here, plus sin delta and sin phi minus beta. D hour angle, it will be in kilowatt hour per meter square per day. So this is the energy in kilowatt hour. K and solar constant is known from the previous lecture. So what we can find, it can be rewritten after integration: 24 K solar constant by pi. These are independent from the hour angle, so we can say cos delta cos phi minus beta, and here it will be sin, integration will be sin omega SRT minus sin 0 will be 1, minus sin 0 will be 0. So after integration of this we will get this term, plus it is independent, it is also independent, only this will be there. So sin delta sin phi minus beta, and D hour angle now changes to omega hour angle for rise time, kilowatt hour per unit area for a day. And all the terms are known to us now. The only concern is what will be omega SRT for tilted surface. So let us concentrate at that point once again. Omega SR was, if I can remember, then it was cos inverse tan phi and tan beta, tan phi and tan beta. Probably it is right. Yes, it was minus sign. Yes, the hour angle was equal to the cos inverse with minus sign tan phi and tan beta. Sorry, there was no beta, there was delta. Yes. Now the phi is changes to, according to the tilting, it is cos inverse minus tan phi is changes to phi minus beta, and it is independent of the tilting, and the sunrise time for tilting is written as this term that is to be placed at this place will be minimum from these two, the concept, and this sunrise hour angle for tilting surface will be minimum from these two. The one which is having minimum value from these two will be considered as the sunrise time for tilted surface, this angle, and the remaining things are okay. So thank you. Till now we have discussed the per day solar radiations for any particular day for any location. Now we will discuss about the solar radiations on an inclined surface for any particular time of the day. Once we will do design, then we will find that to make our system more efficient, it is required to incline according to the latitude angle so that it can make the system more efficient in the collection of the solar radiations. In the direction of that, suppose this is the horizontal surface and we are in northern hemisphere of the earth and we wish to collect the solar radiations to maximize the efficiency of the system, then we will incline the collector surface with an angle that is known as tilt angle, that is beta. When this is our collector surface, once it is placed horizontally, then we are collecting the radiations at an angle. However, to maximize the collection of the radiations, the collector surface is tilted with an angle beta. This is tilt angle or angle of inclination. This is the incident radiation. This is normal. The radiations are coming like that. In this figure, the angle formed between the normal to the collector surface and the incident radiations are called theta I. There is possibility that direct radiations can strike to the collector surface, and there is also possibility that radiations come and they get reflected, and after reflection they can be collected by the collector surface. So in this way, the total radiations that is incident on an inclined surface, it can consist of the first one, that is, you can say, beam radiations, these radiations are known as beam radiations. The second you can consider as diffused radiations, and the third one you can say radiations reflected from ground and surroundings. So you can say reflected radiations. So in this way, the total energy collected by this surface is the sum of all these three. So in this way, we can say at any orientation, means at any inclination, the total radiations can be you can say as the sum of beam plus diffused plus reflected radiations. Okay, mathematically if we write it, then we can say it is just IB RB. It is, this is the beam radiation and this is the conversion factor for beam radiation plus diffused radiation and conversion factor for the diffused radiation, and reflected radiations conversion factor, and you can say reflection is done due to diffused and direct. So you can say ID plus IB. So this is the simple formula that you can say regarding the total radiations collected by this surface. These are just factors, so they are unitary. Now let us continue the discussion. Having any flat surface without inclination, radiations are coming, that is I, you can say IB, and normal to this is theta I. In this case, theta I is equal to theta Z, zenith angle. Okay, but now consider a little bit change here. In your design, in your this structure, what will be theta Z? Theta Z is the angle when the collector surface is placed parallel to the earth surface. There is no inclination, it means beta is 0. So in that case, this will be your collector surface, and normal to this is, now incident radiation is this is our theta Z. Okay, so there are few relations that relate theta I and theta Z. So it is important to make sure what is theta I and what is theta Z.